Hello. I'm gonna go. My name's Sergio, obviously. I'm gonna go through our new song, "Never the Right Time." I'm gonna kind of just go through the song itself, point out things, show you kind of behind the scenes of the recording and everything. As you can see, there's a lot of stuff going on. The way I organize things for mastering is I'll put it all the instruments are here, right? So this is all the drums, right? We have some sound effects going on. Yeah, the acoustic guitars, blah, blah, blah. So they're all organized here, um, instrumentally, and then I put them all into one. So there's like folders on top of folders. Um, yeah, just within the instrumental. Um, and yeah. So I think I'm just gonna hit play and kind of just like go through it.
Broken,
A little bit of time here.
broken clocks, pockets lined with rocks. We're past due
Oh, so
again.
something interesting is that here I had a reference guitar for when I was recording the vocals, so you can hear like the melody. Is usually That's usually how I write a lot of my melodies is on the piano or on the guitar, and that's what I did mostly on the last album. It was all pretty much all written on guitar except the ones that Josh wrote. He wrote those melodies on piano. But yeah, so like if I turned this up and I had the where the vocals at.
Broken clocks, pockets lined with rocks. We're past due again. Watch.
But I thought it was too much to throw in at the beginning. So I just muted it and had it come in here at the end. You can kind of hear it come in. And then this one is there during the pre-chorus. I thought it was fine to have it on that. Have been unfolding the. So that's just a little bit of a. There's just a muted guitar there that was for vocal reference. So let's go back over here to when the drums kind of come in.
I'm going. Waiting room, cold with none in view. As I'm holding you, hoping you will
So
wait.
so um
Shame I
the bass actually changed a bit. Where's the bass at? The bass actually did change a bit. It was different. I don't think I have any of those old takes anymore. Where the fuck is the bass? Am I stupid? Oh, it's right here. Yeah, as you can see, I did some realigning. Because I ported it over. I recorded it separately, and then I ported it over, and like when I ported it, it was just like fucking off. Like it was just really off. I don't know what happened when I exported, and I tried like many times, and it just like it did not work out. So I had to realign it, which was really annoying. But it just matches vocals. Um yeah, so like having the vocals be like right on, and this is the same here. I'm obviously just playing it like lower, right?
am holding you, hoping you will wait.
Right, and the bass was actually changed kind of last minute. Um there was something different there before, and I can't even remember what it was. And I think that's why I had to record this. That's right. That's why I had to record it like separately, because there's um a lot of tracks here, and I just could not record here. Um, I had to do a lot of vocals in like a separate thing too. So yeah, it's just little tidbits.
She must have told me, finding the time is never right. So I'll just find a way to make it right. Not
So yeah, that's a kind of a fun fact. I was having a lot of problems with the drums. There's just a lot of like little fragments and just like little things that were not working out. And I went to my friend Tony Slums and was like, "Hey, like I don't know what's going on." And I wasn't even sure it was the drums. Just like something was conflicting with something. It sounded off. And he I kind of sat in his studio and we were listening to stuff, we were isolating stuff, and what was going on was that the way the tom and the hi-hat mics were like, there was some like weird frequencies in them when we recorded them, and they were just like fucking up the track. So I just straight up muted the hi-hat and took off the tom except for over here in the bridge section. Um, so what you're hearing here is a lot of room mic actually. That room mic does a lot. Like, so if I mute them, the room mic, it doesn't sound bad, but ooh, it like gains its punchiness. It like those room mics are doing a lot, and I don't really have any effects on them. Just a little bit of reverb, I believe. Yeah, a little bit of the space reverb and the small EQ. Yeah, and that is it. There's really like nothing on them. They're pretty natural. Um, I just like the way the room mics sounded here. I don't really normally put a lot of effects on the room mics. I try to keep them as like raw as possible, just a little bit of reverb, a little bit of EQ. Um, yeah. So yeah, there's no hi-hat mic and there's no tom mic except for this section over here. Just a little fun fact, a little tidbit for you. Let's go back a little bit to that verse though.
and some race. Not enough.
Actually, wait, let's go back to the chorus. Okay, so there's a few things going on here in this chorus, right?
The time.
So we have our acoustic guitars that are playing throughout the whole thing, right? And then we have electric guitars that come in here. And this is a combination of my Epiphone and my Telecaster. You know, it's just a Strat there, but it's actually a Telecaster. Um, yeah, just to get this is the my Epi is really good with low tones, and like look, I like no effects, a little bit of EQ on it, and that's it. Same thing here. I was able to get the tone I really wanted, and just kept it super simple. Um, but not you can't really hear it too well on the track, but there's a like fucking chunky ass distorted guitar that just fucking rips. And all that's there, like literally just to add, give that chorus a bigger, kind of bombastic feel, a grandiose feel, if you will. Um, but yeah, that's kind of what's going on there. There is also down here. There is a synth that begins playing here, and it's just oh shit, just outlining chords again. Really light in the background. Just give it a little floaty feel. Um, yeah. Let's hear that instrumentally. The vocals are doing a lot, man. Oh, okay. So here's something I did. So Frank, he played keys on this song, right? And this is everything that he did over here. And he recorded something for the second chorus, the bridge, and then the final chorus, right? And so this first chorus initially did not have his piano on it because he plays on that offbeat, right? Dum 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 dum, right? He plays on that second. Um and but I felt like that first chorus needed a little something too. So I put him in the first one and I just moved it moved it over to line up with the chords. So that's it. That's all it does. And that's it. I think I automated it to yeah, end a little early there because yeah, that first chorus is short. But in that second chorus, you come over here and yeah, it's same thing. Just give it a little echo effect there. Um, but yeah, let's go back to that verse. Sorry.
Not in a rush, but in a clutch. As I'm racing to find the one for you.
This right here, just my electric with the astronomer guitar pedal is just real pretty sound. I just really like that pedal. I do this a lot on most of our songs, if not pretty much everything from the last album to now, where I will just have one guitar in the back, just ring out the chords, just ring it out throughout either the verses or the whole song. But it's always there, like somewhere. And here it is pretty much the whole song. The moment that the chorus kicks in.
And like I need it now.
Just there for emphasis. Just adds a little emphasis on the chord changes.
She must have me.
Oh, here. Okay. So there was something up with the drums. So I recorded the drums in a separate thing as well because so we had an initial recording of the drums and there I don't know, I was just getting all kinds of like fucky wucky sounds from them, and so I had to like pretty much the song was done. I had to go in and re-record the drums for the entire song. And there was this one section here where it was just like weird. There was just like a weird sound. Oh, I think I mistimed the hi-hat. So I had to re-record that tiny little section again in a separate thing, and then you'll see what I did here. I just like recorded and look, it's literally like 1 second of sound. literally it. That's it. I just yeah, it was. Oh, it was the thing, the ride, like doing the little ride. I think I hit it too hard in this one or something like that. Um, and yeah, so fucking annoying, but you can't even hear it. Like in the track, come on, you can't even tell. You can't even tell. But yeah, that was just a little thing there. There's that final snare and ride hit at the end of that second verse. Yeah, it's this right here. I just put like some effects on it to make it like fatter. Pretty much the same shit that I had over here, right? But yeah, I had to do that, which was really fucking annoying. Drums gave me such a hard time on this song. None of the other songs for this album have the drums giving me like a really, really hard time in terms of like the recording process and like the tone and sound. But again, we had to re-record the entire drums, and then that little thing was a little fucked up, and so I had to just go back and do this one little section, mix it in its separate thing, export it, bring it into here, and then put like a few effects on it. Yeah, it was mad annoying. It was crazy, but got it done.
She must have told me 1,000 times. My mind must have been on finding the time is never right. So I'll just find a way to make it right.
That's all right there. That's Frank, right there. Badass. Let's go back here. Okay, so let's actually look at the vocals because there's a lot going on here actually. So I'm gonna isolate them so you can just hear them.
The time is never right.
So
So I'll just find a way to make it right.
okay, so what is going on? So here, we have this.
Is never right. So
The little chorus pedal on it. I think I have what else do I have on it? Yeah, I have the pitch shift and a chorus pedal on just the vocals here. Then we have our backups, and there's a lot of stuff going on in these backups too. I had to realign a bunch of stuff as well. But there's a lot going on here as well.
the time is never right. So I'll just find a way to make it right. The time is never.
Yeah, so there's a bunch of different vocals here, and like let me see if I have them all. Okay. Yeah, yeah. So a lot of them are like just let me see. Okay, here it is. So this right here, this singular file, the singular sound file right here has six, seven different voices. No, six different voices, because I'm just doing like that thing where you just sing all the notes, but you do them in like the notes of every note in the chord. And so yeah, I had to do these separately because it was just so much to do. I couldn't do it all here with all the other backups that I had. But yeah, just listen to these. This is just like the chords.
The time is never right, so I'll just find a way to make it right. The time,
Crazy. Let's pair that up with just the acoustic guitar, right? Listen to that. It's crazy.
the time is never right, so I'll just find a way to make it right.
Crazy, 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 crazy. Um, that's not the first time that we've done that. We did that on Limelight on the last album, but I think it was the most seamless and effective way. All these they're just like me doing the chorus in like kind of different tones.
The time is never right, so
Oh, these are me yelling. These are these are horrible. Okay, listen to these. These are so bad. Um, but I thought that the vocals needed a little bit more of a punch, and so I just recorded myself yelling it.
the time is never right, so I'll just
Just yeah, pitch corrected his shit, but um, that's horrible.
the time
But in the context of everything, it just like the vocals weren't. It just needed something.
is never right, so
Because the rest of these vocals are kind of floaty. The time is never right. They needed just like something that hit. Because the drums are super punchy and the guitar is not punchy, but like the guitars are really I don't know, they don't do that floaty shit. And the vocals are super floaty, even the leads. Um, and it just needed something. So it's background. It's not super high as you can see here. It's like almost minus 12. Um, but and then minus another almost 3 up here. So yeah, that's a little what's something that's going on there.
the time is never right, so I'll just find a way to make it right. The time is never right.
Yeah, vocals. There's a lot going on here. Um, these were the original vocal doubles when we were demoing it. So there's a demo version of it that I'm not gonna show you. But these were the these right here. Embarrassing, right? These they're kind of dead sounding. And these are a lot more lively sounding.
I'll just find a way to make it right. The time.
It was hard. It was very hard blending all of these vocals because there's just so many and making it, you know, still sound like you can tell it's like group, but still making sure that it's like focus and that the leads are still the leads and everything else is kind of just behind it. It was really difficult to balance that out because there's just so many fucking vocals going on. I think this is the first time we've had so many vocals just going on at the same time. Um, let's get to that sax solo over here though.
Find a way to make it right.
And that's it. Not a lot going on like in terms of effects on it. Just a little bit of reverb here. You know, Not too crazy or anything. Um, some compression, nothing too crazy either. I actually didn't take a lot off of it. Um, and yeah, not a lot, but enough of the delay here to really give it presence and make it be like kind of the main part of this section. Little extra reverb over here too. Do you see that? Do you see that this is almost all take two? I did a few things that were, he was just slightly off here in these few notes here, and then I had to just borrow this little note from take one. But for the most part, I mean, dude, it's just the second take. He did two more. He did two. I remember Josh did two more takes, and we both like looked at each other after that fourth take, and we were like, "Nah, take two is it." And like, yeah, that was it. Um, and yeah, he had like just a few days to write it, maybe two, so it wasn't super crazy. Let's get to this bridge though. Yeah, so all I did there is you know, same thing. I did all the vocals that I did on the chorus. It's just the chords, right? Just singing every note in the chord. Um and then exported that into here because if not there, dude, there's 92 different like audio things here going on. It would have been if I had brought all of those in and not like done it somewhere else and exported them in. I mean, we would have been at like 120 probably. Um, because then even here, it's literally the exact same thing. I just kind of spaced it a little bit, um, and just threw a fuck ton of extra reverb on it. Yeah, that's all. That's all. It really makes you feel like you're in a fucking like echo chamber. Really cool little effect. Um, there's a lot of other stuff. So though I already had these in here, let me isolate them so you can hear them. And I just wanted them to build. And they just get louder. Like that's all. That's all that happens. Um, I have to play from the beginning, or else it doesn't, because that's just how it works. Really cool. Frank added this. So didn't want to hear that, so we just had this one built with it as well. Let's actually mute these. Yeah, kind of crazy. Just mixed all these sounds together. Um, we got our strings over here. So Josh wrote the string sections, and we programmed them in. So let me just kind of play for you these string sections. So we have our call and response. You never hear this. Not a string, it's a synth, but you don't really hear this in the track. Um, but just a little detail to give that last chorus just give it a lot, you know. Um, so let's hear just the strings and the synths here in the during this section because it is I think gorgeous. I can turn on the vocals too.
The ride, never the ride.
Nah, let's hear that. Ooh. Okay, so at the end, you probably, I think I said this earlier. Let's go to the drums up here. I struggled a lot with this because I couldn't get like playing drums. I couldn't just get the big finish there at the end of that bridge that I really really wanted, and so I literally just looked for gong sound on Google and found some free sounds and then put in an extra cymbal here. So I'm gonna play the drums by themselves here at the end, and then I'll play it with the extra sounds I added in. Right? It's kind of small. Like getting out of there, it's kind of small, but I wanted it to be bigger because everything else was building. So found these gong sounds and put in an extra cymbal, just kind of here through Logic. Makes it a lot bigger and it lasts a lot longer. The kind of and it kind of goes with the strings, right? Right, just hear that. I don't know. I just it needed to be bigger than than without it. Cause again, listen to it without it. It farts. It's nothing. It's just super small. But with it, whoa, a lot bigger. Like and let's hear it in context without and then with it. You hear that? Nothing. It is just nothing. But now hear it with it. And it doesn't even make it that much crazier. Like it's not super crazy, but it gives it just enough to really like usher it into the next part of the song. Yeah, it's just a little yeah. It's just fucking two gongs and then cymbals from just crash cymbals from Logic, like Logic stock shit. I use the SoCal one. Yeah, it just it needed something else. Um, and I did try like recording extra, like just hitting my drum set, like the cymbals on my drum set. And it did make it better, but I wanted something that was like longer lasting, so I ended up just going with the gong. And I didn't, yeah, yeah, that's it. Um, yeah, I guess we'll just hear the outro. Now it all has kind of come together. Um, and so I wanted to as this every chorus, there's three choruses, right? And I feel like a lot of songs don't have three choruses anymore. Um, each one builds and does something different and adds something different. So the first one is just the guitars and the vocals, right? The second one, oh, it has like the piano, but they're the synth, but the synth is timed perfectly with the chords. Whereas that second one, we bring Frank's synth in, and he does on the on kind of the offbeats, right? Um, to give it more flavor, and it does that a lot. And then here we have that plus now we have our new string section. So yeah, let's just hear it out.
The time is never right, so I'll find a way to make it right. The time is never right, so I'll just is never right.
And just had a automated there to fade out right. Yeah, that I mean, that's it, man. That's it. I think it's a great song. I really really love this song, and this one means a lot to me personally. There's just a track here with nothing on it. Is there effects on it? No. It's just nothing on it. Hey, sick, dude. I'm glad that made the cut. I'm glad that made the cut. Yeah, so that's never the right time. For mastering, I was fucking around with a few things, but I ended up just using Ozone's. I think I used like their indie preset or something like that. Um, yeah, I did not do too much to this preset. I think I moved that down. And I moved these slightly, but I did not do very much. Yeah, great. I don't know. I genuinely love this track, and a lot went into it. Again, just re-recording drums and realigning shit when it just like was not working out, but it got done, and I think it's great. I think it sounds incredible. Um, so I've always been very self-conscious about my vocals. I think I sound fantastic on this song. Um, and it didn't take that long to record either. Usually vocals take me forever to record this, like just like the leads. Um, they did not. I mean, I went through a lengthy process of recording a lot of backups, but you know, fucking I don't know. I think it turned out great, and that's it. That's never the right time. I'll give you a little behind the scenes look at everything. I appreciate you guys listening to me talk about this stuff, and listening to the music. And yeah, I guess that's it. I guess that's it.